All right, guys, Larry MF White here, and I am with my main man, Ryan Luthi, out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're in Vegas, baby.
It's warm here.
It's warm here. What's the temperature like in Minnesota right now?
Right now it's not too bad. It's probably like 60 degrees.
Okay. So you're an interesting case in the real estate market because you don't do traditional like single family residences, right?
Not very many, no.
Okay, so tell everybody here, like, what is your niche?
Our niche is small multifamily. We sell a ton of 2 to 4 unit investment properties. That's how I got my start, and it kind of snowballed from my early days as an investor before I even got licensed.
Now you're kind of being modest. You said a few. How many multifamily investment homes do you sell?
This year we're at 39 transactions, closed and pending, and about 4 or 5 of those are single family normal clients. So all the rest are investors, almost entirely multifamily.
Okay. Now you look pretty young. How long have you been in real estate?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. And so at this point, you've been a regular agent. You've owned your own company. Is that right? You've built a very successful independent brokerage, and your niche has been kind of on this investment side. But what I love is how you get these investors to them. So to these events, because you don't talk to one person at a time for one listing, right? You go after somebody that may be able to give you 2 or 3 different investment properties at the end of the day. So how do you target your investors?
So, well, basically you're looking to find investors that want to buy, and you're also looking to find sellers that want to sell.
Okay.
And so it's kind of a 2-pronged approach. We're basically doing outreach to anybody who has a rental license, who owns properties of any kind.
An outreach via like farm?
Yeah, direct mail, phone calls, and then local events. And local events build trust and notoriety to the people that care. And a lot of these people that might want to buy more already own some, and they might sell some and buy others. So basically, we've done a number of different tactics, but the basic 2 have been direct mail and outreach to anybody who owns a property, and then investment events focusing on how to be a great landlord, how to attract the best tenants, how to find and analyze the best deals, how to find a deal on the MLS in plain sight, or things that matter to people.
So keep this in mind. He's not hosting these events saying, "Oh, buy or sell your home with me," right? Like, he's coming from a value-based perspective of, look, come here. We're going to teach you how to manage your properties better. We're going to show you how to find better deals so that you can get more investment properties at the end of the day. Like, coming from a place of value and contribution, and now you've created this database of people that continuously show up to your event. Like, what's been your largest event?
We started off with like 3 people, I want to say.
Okay.
We were excited when we hit 10, and then fast forward 6 to 12 months later, we kind of kept at it, got more consistent with it, and I think 156 people was
156 people in one event.
That was plenty. That was.
But keep this in mind, because a lot of people will see this and they'll be like, "Oh, I want to go do investment events," right? Like, they want 156 people at their event, but what they see is the iceberg, right? They see, after you guys have been tried, tested, and true, like after month after month after month of like, no, this works, right? They're seeing the end result. And so no matter what you're going to do, you have to start somewhere and then continue to build off of it every single time. Now, we talked about, you built a very successful brokerage out of this, a very profitable brokerage at the end of the day. And now we're standing in this little virtual world here, and you just joined forces with me, what, like 2.5, 3 months ago? Okay. And so why in the world would you ever give up this profitable brokerage in order to join forces with a handsome guy like myself?
was something I think I never thought that I would do. We created something completely unique, completely independent, and focused on that investment clientele. Still doing some deals here and there with kind of the single family crew, but really that was our bread and butter. And then the more I learned about all the cool tools and the team building opportunities to help other agents become successful and do it in a way that didn't have some of the downsides of managing the contracts and some of the stuff that kind of comes with being the broker.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of the fun stuff, the stuff that I loved to be part of a team and build that culture and, and kind of grow things, but not have some of the other stuff.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, right, you saw the opportunities of still being able to build your business, but you got rid of the liability, the compliance, and the things that you didn't like about actually having the brokerage at this point.
Well, and we had 6 figures of overhead. We had office, and we were spending over $8,000 a year on our CRM and website.
Okay.
And so as things grew, expenses grew, and I would say that when you start something new, you don't know what you don't know.
Sure.
And so looking back, that would be some of the things that I would have changed. But this platform was so perfectly built to allow me to have my unique local brand, but have the power of and price discounts on CRM and other things that a national.
Because you get one of the baddest CRMs on the market. You don't pay anything for it on a monthly basis. You still have your branding, right? It's just brokered by EXP at the end of the day. And then like I introduced you to the auction platform. How many listings did you take your first week just off of the auction platform?
We took 2 listings almost immediately for the auction platform, and then within 2 weeks of signing up, we had done 2 auctions. It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You hear that? Unbelievable.
You had talked about it. I was like, this makes so much sense. This is so cool. Banks are doing it. Obviously, that means there's something to that. But you don't completely 100% believe it until you do it yourself.
Because it's different.
It's just different. And
right?
Never heard of it. And,
yeah.
I think that anytime you can do something new, right? You're a little bit scared, but I was like, this is probably gonna work. I think it's gonna work.
How many people? So you took 3 listings in your first 2 weeks, 2 right off the bat,
and then one basically, 2
the,
weeks later.
The next week,
yeah.
And then you followed kind of the marketing strategy that we set up. How many people did you have through your open house?
So we had 2 open houses on the weekend that we did it, and so we had 87 unique people through the first one on Saturday, and then I think 93 through the second one. So.
When was the last time any of you guys on the other end, minus the people that aren't using the auction platform, had that many people through your open house? There's a system for it, but it's different than the way that real estate's being done right now. For Ryan and myself, like, I don't want the results of the average realtor 3 to 4 deals a year, right? I want 3 or 4 deals a week for me and then everybody that we partner with at the end of the day, right?
Well, and then what was cool too, which I'd hoped for, was maybe we'll meet some buyers, right? Because every open house, you're like, oh, it's great. We had 20 people through there, 15. Like those are, for us, those are pretty killer numbers. I'd say my average is like 5 to 10. Open houses have not been a huge point of generating business, and this was insane because we have 1 closing now and 2 pending offers from people through those 2 open houses alone. And we just started.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we didn't even know what we were doing.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Then you also expressed to me there was some interest in getting into the REO market. Right? And both you and your team member, Marcus, are both like, I was like, oh, why didn't you just say so, right? It was like, ching, like a little genie type thing. And you're getting into the door with some of the banks to align yourself for the future market.
Yeah.
But more importantly, like when we talk about duplicating these systems with the auction, I think your investment side of things is very duplicatable. So like we've already talked, we've been brainstorming all day today. We're going to be taking that investment strategy so that agents don't have to go through the 3, the 5, etc., and just literally take the marketing teams, take the topics, take the speakers that we've already tried and true, and start opening them different markets, right? Like we're targeting Cleveland, we're targeting Chicago, some other places where we have a lot of investors doing business. And that's where I want you guys to have Ryan as a resource so that you don't have to duplicate the wheel.
Yeah, because I don't think anything that I've done, it's been very inexpensive. Direct mails cost a lot of money, but the returns have been great because of the niche market and when you're really targeted, you immediately have a smaller crowd, so your numbers are a little bit better, a little more focused, and the events are. I mean, that's just your time.
Yeah.
And then getting more people, more buyers, more investors gave us the ammunition to have better conversations with people that were interested in selling. And so it was really this kind of, get one to get the other, use the other to get the other, and it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
You don't always be a matchmaker, but that's not the point. And as long as you're helping both sides achieve what they wanted to do, it's been a lot of fun.
And
a lot of great people.
And so you're just starting a direct mail campaign on the auction platform. Yep. You're going to be targeting all of your areas in Minneapolis, saying, look, when you're ready to sell your investment home, we have a platform where sellers, you don't pay the commission. We're going to be hosting open houses on all of those, and we need stronger agents in the Minneapolis marketplace that can literally handle more business. Like, that is what we're building here. If you're not doing enough business, Ryan wants to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Help us help you at the end of the day, right? Like Jerry Maguire. Help me help you. And then show me the money. All right, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Any other last words of wisdom?
The phone's going to start ringing in the next week or two. So if you don't like where you're at, give me a call. I'm going to need help.
That's it. All right, guys. Pleasure. Thank you. Have a great day.